Greetings from Astro Squirrel headquarters. Shall we talk about this week? I haven't talked to you for a little while, and we're in the thick of it. Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Biggest influence, in my opinion, has been the mutable T-square, which has to do with Jupiter, Neptune, and a whole bunch of planets that were going through Virgo. And similar themes about what's real, what's not real. How's your central nervous system been? What has gotten you so deeply this week that you felt it through your whole being? There are so many things going on at once. If you listen to, I listen to a few other astrologers who I have tremendous respect for. And to zero in on just one thing that's occurring is not really possible to do. You've got to look at the whole picture. And there is so much going on at a very deep level, while at the same time, our ability to assimilate information and energy and situations has been blocked, but from a perspective of underneath, not knowing what the truth is, exaggeration. And then there's probably been some anger thrown in. The sun's now at 27 degrees Virgo. We're going to move, it's going to join Mercury and Venus in Libra shortly. So we're getting a movement of the energy to where we might have a little bit more ability to process what's actually going on in relation to ongoing patterns throughout our lives that perhaps were buried that are now coming to the surface, courtesy of Chiron in Aries, with the new planets in Libra opposing it. So Saturn went direct this week. And for those of you that were expecting, oh, this is going to be helpful, things are going to start to move forward, you're realizing it's not that simple. It's very involved because of the placement of the nodes. And Saturn went direct exactly on the south node of the moon, which is just another indicator of the depths of what is occurring right now at a world level and manifesting in each one of us personally in some way. I haven't come on sooner because, as I've said before, just because I understand the transits and watch them, I'm not immune to them. And I was shaken so off center this week that I was completely out of touch with all the tools I've learned over the years and how I've worked with energy to move it. So because of a couple of very kind people last night that was suggestions, I started to work with some of the affirmations I've used in the past, and woke up today a lot clearer. If you want to work with affirmations, it's not just about saying words or positive thinking. Perspective. It's what you are manifesting through your words. I was reminded today of an affirmation I've been using that has manifested in a not so great way. So I'm really grateful for that. So I'm going to share it with you because I have an opinion. In all due respect to any of you that may be doctors, I don't trust doctors in general because I've seen over the years so many mishaps. Well, pardon me. What happened as a result of it, which came first, the chicken or the egg? There are a whole series of events having to do with me personally in consulting medical care that was a big cluster fudge. So I'm just grateful that Jack actually brought it to my attention what I was doing. I'm sharing that with you in the hopes that it can be helpful to you in what you may be inadvertently manifesting, because part of what's going on is our words, the choices we make in our speech are becoming more powerful, important. It's about our thoughts, excuse me, and our speech. It's about it's about remaining centered, pulling out your personal tools to remain centered while there's all this input from in social media, television, everything, online newspapers, everything about what you should be thinking or who's right or wrong. It's more important than ever to be centered in your God self. And I don't use that term lightly. Imagine yourself as an open vessel that God flows through, and that we each express in and as God flowing through us. I know I'm jumping deep quickly, but these times call for it. It's really big what's going on right now, and I'm reminded of when I've spoken with you before about being clear on your purpose. What are you here for? This is the time right now about remembering to put one foot in front of the other one, to move forward. We're declining the spam call. Okay. It's easy to get thrown off your track right now. It's easy to get stopped in your shoes. There's a lot to distract. So it's about being more centered than ever, being clear of your purpose, even when if and when you don't feel it, and putting one foot ahead of the other. So just know that we're in this period right now that we've been working toward for a while. That's January 2020 is huge. And the period from January to March is huge. But all these years and months up until this time that we've been aware of have all been working toward this, for us to get to a turnover point, to I'm thinking figure out how to assimilate the new reality. So if 9 minutes or so, just some easy breezy thoughts for you based on astrology on a Friday morning in Queen Creek, Arizona. I'm Diana McBride, planetearthastrology.com. Thank you for all that hear me, connect with me, and all of you that help me, because there are so many. I'm Michael Luton's posts. I've been following him for decades, and he's a master. I've got to say, David Palmer, the Leo King, uh, is posts some amazing interpretations. It depends what level you're interested in. K-Pacha, the Pele report, there are so many reports available that there's bits you can garner from it. So I use what you can to understand what's going on right now and to be the best human you can be. And so you're in a position to contribute to the new world we're all moving into. Okay? Thanks again. See you next time.